5 simple steps. Yes, if you are in a journey of lead generation and project acquisition, if you want to win projects in web development, software development, mobile apps, SEO, and many other IT projects, in today's video, I'm going to discuss 5 simple steps on how to craft your own email and start winning your IT projects in bulk. Now, being an IT professional, as a freelancer, IT entrepreneur, or web developer or designer, your ultimate goal is to keep winning the projects continuously and regularly. And if you learn how to craft your own winning email, that will help you not only grow your clientele in multiple folds, but also will take your revenue higher. Welcome to Wintech Projects. If you have come first time on this channel, my name is Prashant and I am founder of Wintech Projects, and on this channel we discuss several new and interesting topics on how to win IT projects in bulk. So let's get started. Now, in my journey of 15 years into IT sales, what I observe, most of the IT professionals, where they go wrong, they commit various mistakes in the various areas. Now, crafting a winning first email is a crucial component of this process, as it sets the foundation for building successful client relationships and secure multiple projects. Now, if you see, the IT market is really competitive. Day by day, web agencies are growing. Day by day, IT companies are establishing. Day by day, new IT solo entrepreneur is growing. Also, there are so many new aspiring IT engineers, IT developers, designers, and many other specialists in the IT industry. Therefore, in this high competition, winning projects in bulk can significantly boost your own IT career and business. Now, a well-crafted first email is a gateway to win multiple clients and opportunities. And hence, by mastering the art of crafting winning first emails, IT professionals can increase their chances of securing numerous web, software, and IT projects. So without any further delay, let's start with the steps. Step number 1, research and personalization. Now let me tell you a few things. Now, by understanding the client's needs through research, IT professionals can tailor their emails, leading to higher response rate and of course more projects. Always make client feel valued and increase the likelihood of repeat business and leading to the steady flow of projects. That's what our goal is, right? Now you might have a question in mind like, what should I research? How much should I research? And what is the optimum research that can give you a right amount of conversions, isn't it? Now here is how. The first thing you will do is visit their website if it is available. Take a thorough look at their website to understand their business, services, and industry. Look the areas where your expertise can be valued, whether it is web design, whether it is software development, whether it is any mobile app or any other IT expertise you have. So for example, if you're a designer, you will look for the areas where your design expertise can add more and more value to this business. Now the second thing that we must do is to check their social media presence. Now you can explore their social media profiles to get insights into their company culture, recent announcements, and any pain points that they might be facing or any challenges they might be facing. The third thing we should do is read about their recent projects. Yes, if available, review what recent projects they have finished or any announcement if they have made to get a sense of their current focus. And now the question is how you personalize your email. Now that you have valuable information about your potential client, it's time to personalize your email to create meaningful connection. Now here are some tips. The first thing is subject line. Avoid generic subject lines like web development services or web design services or software development services. This cannot be your topic line. Instead, use something tailored to their business needs and goals. For example, one of a successful freelancer, he wrote this subject line. It says, transform your website user experience with custom web development. If you want to see more examples, I have given a link in the description below. Now, another tip is the greetings. Address the recipient by name. If you can't find their name on their website, try looking for on LinkedIn or other social media platforms. Even you can call in their office to ask for the right contact person. But without using the name, you should not write an email, in my opinion. I don't know, there can be a possibility that without writing an email, you might get a response sometimes. However, if you want to keep your winning ratio higher, I would recommend that you put the right name in the email body. Another thing is introduction. introduction. Now start your email with a warm greeting and a short introduction about yourself. Now you can also mention some common connections or shared experiences if applicable, not compulsion, okay? And the next thing is personal touch. Now try to incorporate a personal touch in your email. You can refer something you found in your research. You can see this example. Now for instance, I noticed on your website that your company is expanding its e-commerce offerings. As an experienced web developer, I have successfully helped businesses like yours enhance their online shopping platforms. Another thing you need to keep in mind is to highlight the shared interest. Now during the research, you may discover shared interest with the potential client. Utilize this to strengthen your connection. Another thing is common projects. If you work on similar projects in their industry or with similar functionalities, mention your relevant experience. Another thing is mutual connections. If you have any mutual connections, clients or partners, consider them mentioning as a way to build trust and credibility. In this way, by conducting thorough research and by personalizing your email, you show your potential clients that you genuinely care about them and can provide valuable solutions. This kind of personal touch sets a foundation for a strong client relationship, and it can greatly enhance your chances of winning projects in bulk. Now this ends the point number 1. So let's go to the next point. Point number 2, crafting an attention-grabbing subject line or attention-seeking subject line. Now in this area also, I have seen like many people are failing. Sometimes people are confused like what to mention in the subject line. Now let's understand what is attention-seeking subject line. This does not mean that you have to write something where you mention like, oh, win a lottery with and gain so much of bonus in my web development services, or you don't have to give them rewards in your subject line. I mean, don't try to win the clients on the subject line. However, the subject line should at least have a little bit of attention grabbing potential, because a compelling subject line captures the client's attention and entices them to open the email. This is the first step of your victory, which increases the chances of multiple clients engaging to your proposals. With a high open rate, as an IT professional, you can reach broader audience and attract more clients. Influx of projects and opportunities. Now let's explore the art of crafting the right subject line. Now the subject line can be the key to piquing your potential clients' curiosity and compelling them to open your email. Let's dive in. Now the first and important thing comes here is to be clear and specific. Your subject line should clearly convey the purpose of your email while being specific to the potential client's needs. Here are some examples. In the first example, the web designer writes, revolutionize your website design and custom solutions. Second example, he writes, enhance user experience, tailored web development for your business. And third, he writes, expert web development services to boost your online sales. Another thing to keep in mind is to use numbers and metrics. You must have noticed that the numbers and metrics stands out in subject lines and creates a sense of value and urgency. So consider incorporating them to make your subject line impactful. Check these examples. In first example, it is mentioned increase conversion by 30%, our web development strategy inside. Second, 10 successful e-commerce projects delivered on time and on budget. The third, transform your loading speed, cut website loading times by 50%. Isn't that interesting? Now moving forward, the next point to take care of is create sense of urgency. Including sense of urgency might prompt the client to open the email sooner rather than later. So you can use phrases like this. Last chance, special offer on web development services ends tomorrow, limited availability, secure your web development project slot now, act fast, exclusive web development consultation for early responders. You might be thinking that this kind of subject lines are so impactful. Yes, of course, these are the subject lines that has gained the results, and that's why I'm sharing with you. Now another way of writing subject line is to ask a thought-provoking question. Now this kind of subject lines can trigger more curiosity and entice the client to know more about your products and services or proposition. Let's see these examples. The first is, now one of an SEO expert, he wrote this subject line. Is your website optimized for maximum performance? Second, ready for a website redesign that captivates your audience? And the third is seeking web developers to turn your vision into reality. So guys, if you see these kind of examples in subject lines, I'm sure that you might have realized that subject line is a powerful way to increase the open rate of your first email and capture the interest of your potential clients. By being clear, specific, and using techniques like numbers, metric, urgencies, and thought-provoking questions, you can entice your target audience to open your email and explore the valuable solutions and services services that you offer. Now the step number 3 is writing a clear and concise body. Now as you know, the email has certain sections, right? First is introduction, then you have body, and then you have conclusion. Now this section is very important in writing your first email, because in the body now your target audience will read that what value you provide to them and what kind of changes that you will be able to make in their business, or what kind of contributions you will make in form of your products, solutions, or services. So let's get started. Now in this topic number 3, the first and the foremost important thing is introduction and connection. Now open your email with a warm greetings and a reference to your subject line to reinforce the purpose of your email. Then briefly establish a connection by mentioning any shared interest or past interactions. Look at this example. This was written by one of the IT entrepreneur. I hope this email finds you well. I'm reaching out to you as I noticed your interest in enhancing your website's user experience, and I believe I have a tailored solution that can greatly benefit. Then put client's company name. Having worked on successful web development projects in the client's industry sector, I'm excited to explore how we can collaborate to achieve outstanding results. So in this way, you can see there was an introduction with a connection. Now another point comes in the writing clear and concise body is value proposition. Now many people fail to exactly write the value to their client. I don't know why it's so difficult to showcase the value that you are going to bring to their business. Now you have researched the client, you have understood the client, you have welcomed the client, you have introduced, and you have also connected with the client. So the next thing is now to show your value. So show it openly, clearly communicate the value that you can bring to the client's business. You can easily highlight your key strengths and how your web development expertise can address their pain points or challenges. Have a look at this example now. At your web development company name, we specialize in crafting customized web solutions that drive results with a focus on user-centric design and seamless functionality. Our team has a track record of increasing conversions and revenues for our clients. We take pride in staying up to date with the latest industry trends and technologies, ensuring that our clients' websites are at the forefront of innovation and performance. You see, there is a lot of value, a lot of things that client will think that you are going to bring for their business. And as a client, what I will feel valued. I will feel that, this guy knows me. These guys, I need to know more about their services. I need to know more about them. I need to know more about their solutions and offerings. I automatically as a client get interested to know more. And that's your first level of victory, isn't it? Now, another thing to consider is relevant experience. Now, you can easily specify your relevant experiences here. So put the examples of your past projects or relevant experiences that demonstrates your expertise in the client's industry or the type of web development or software development they require. Now, for instance, check this example. We recently partnered with client's competitor name, and through a comprehensive web redesign, we helped them achieve a 40% increase in website traffic and a significant boost in online sales. Our team is well versed in integrating e-commerce platforms, optimizing loading speed, and creating mobile responsive designs that captivate audience across devices. Isn't that impactful, guys? So keep that in mind always, okay? Moving to the next point is call to action. Now you can end your email with a clear and specific call to action that invites the potential client to take the next step in the conversation. Check this example now. I would love the opportunity to discuss how we can elevate client's company name, online presence, and drive measurable results. When would be a convenient time for a brief call or video meeting to further explore your web development needs? Please let me know and I'll be sure to accommodate your schedule. In this way, a clear and concise email body showcases your expertise and provides potential client with valuable insights into how your web development or software development or any design services can benefit their businesses. As a result, you will encourage your recipient to engage further and consider you for their web development or software development projects. Now that you have already cleared the stage number 3, now the most important stage comes, which is stage number 4. Now the step number 4 is showcasing your portfolio and relevant experiences. You must be very much aware how important it is to show your own expertise in form of your past work. Yeah, you might share your link with your portfolio, or you might like to showcase your work in the PDF version, or any other way of documents, or any other way of showcasing in, let's say, GitHub or whatever you're using. You just simply have to showcase your expertise. You just have to mention what kind of work you have done in the past. That's it. You don't have to share the links of your portfolio all the time. You have to simply mention that this was the project and this was the description. This was the detail about the project. This is how you develop the web. This is how you develop the software, or this is how you develop the mobile app. What client is looking for is the range of your expertise, that how sound you are in developing your own expertise. Look at this example now. Now, this is an example of a web development agency. They write, "I'm proud to share a glimpse of our web development portfolio with you. Over the years, we have had the pleasure of collaborating with clients from various industries, including e-commerce, healthcare, and technology. Our portfolio reflects the diverse range of projects we have undertaken, from creating captivating landing pages to developing robust e-commerce platforms." So having an overview of your portfolio gives a great idea about what value that you will be delivering to the client. Now, the second point connected to this point is highlight key projects. Now, when you are sharing the portfolio, you don't have to share everything. Just remember, you need to pick up certain relevant projects, okay, and share only those projects to your clients. Do not share everything. Always think about the client. What are their needs? So just pick up, let's say, 2-3 specialized, very much relevant projects, and that's it. Because if you describe this specific and relevant projects, it will give a great impact to the client. Look at this example now. Now, the web agency wrote that a project that might be of particular interest to you is our collaboration with client's industry leader name. Their website was in need of a complete redesign to improve user experience and optimize for mobile responsiveness. We implemented a user-centric design approach and streamlined their checkout process, resulting in a 30% increase in online sales within the first quarter after launch. How does this sound to you guys? Is it interesting? Yeah. So let's move to the next point, which is testimonials and clients' feedback. Now that you have added your portfolio, your relevant projects, now it's time to include your testimonials. So any positive client feedback you can simply add on to your email. Of course, it has to be relevant to your services. This will add more credibility and also showcase and demonstrate the satisfaction of your past positive client. Have a look at this. The agency writes, "Our dedication to delivering exceptional results has earned us glowing reviews from clients like client's testimonial source. They praise our team's attention to detail, responsiveness, and ability to exceed expectations. Here is a snippet of their kind words." You can insert testimonial quote here. Isn't that effective, guys? Now, the next thing is innovative solutions and technologies. Now, only if it is applicable, you can try to mention some of the latest technology work that you have done in the past, recent past. This showcases that you are updated with the industry trends and technologies, and you are able to deliver the cutting edge solutions. Check this out. We stay ahead of the curve by implementing the latest technologies in our web development projects. For instance, in a recent project for client's technology startup, we integrated AI-powered chatbots to enhance customer support and engagement, resulting in a 24/7 responsive customer service experience. Moving to the next point now, it's call to action. Now, you can easily conclude the section with a call to action that invites the potential client to explore your full portfolio or ask any questions if they may have. Check this example for call to action. To explore more of our web development projects and learn how we can tailor our expertise to meet your specific requirements, please find our detailed portfolio attached. If you have any questions or would like to discuss a potential collaboration further, I am available for a call or virtual meeting at your convenience. So, in this way, by highlighting your key projects, testimonials, and innovative solutions, you establish credibility and build confidence in your ability to deliver outstanding results. Now, the last and the most interesting and very, very important phase is step number 5, ending with a professional closing. Now that you have put a lot of effort, you have introduced nicely, you have greeted nicely, you have written a nice subject line, you have also written a very nice and concise body, you have also mentioned all the call to actions, you have mentioned the portfolio links, you have mentioned your work in the past. So now it's time to wrap up on a high note. A strong and courteous closing sets the tone for future communication and leaves the potential client with a favorable impression of you as a web developer, web designer, or any expert in your industry. Now here is the point number 1 in step 5. Express gratitude and anticipation. Now one must start the closing by giving them a thank note. Yeah, you need to show the gratitude for reading your email. Also show the right enthusiasm and anticipation for the opportunity to work together. Here is an example. Thank you for taking the time to review our web development proposal. We greatly appreciate the opportunity to introduce ourselves and explore how we can support client's company name in achieving its web development goals. Isn't that simple, guys? Moving to the second point, it is to reiterate your value proposition. Now this section works like a reminder of the value that you are going to bring on the table to the client by collaborating with you. You can check this example. With our expertise in user-centric design, innovative technologies, and a proven track record of driving tangible results for our clients, we are confident in our ability to make a significant positive impact on client's company name, online presence. Another point that you need to remember here is to offer your availability. Now you need to make yourself available for the further discussions and meetings. So simply provide your contact details, and also you can offer some flexible options to accommodate their schedule. See this example. I am available for a call, virtual meeting, or an in-person meeting, whichever you prefer. Please feel free to reach out to me at your phone number or your email address to schedule a convenient time to discuss your web development needs in more detail. Now after having this, the final step comes, which is a closing salutation. Now you need to end here with a professional closing salutation that conveys warmth and professionalism. See this example. Thank you once again for considering our web development services. We look forward to the opportunity to contribute to your success. Best regards, and your signature. Now by ending your first email with a closing salutation ensures that the potential client feels valued and respected. By expressing gratitude, reiterating your value proposition, and offering your availability, you encourage the target audience to respond to you positively and initiate further communication. A courteous and professional closing sets the stage for building a strong client relationships and winning ample amount of projects. So I would like to quickly summarize what we discussed today in email crafting. So we discussed here total 5 steps. The first was research and personalization. The second was crafting an attention grabbing subject line. The third was writing a clear and concise body. Fourth step is showcasing your portfolio and relevant experience. And the final 5th one was ending with a professional closing. Now, with all these 5 sections, I'm sure you have the right craft, the right tools, right tips and technique on how you will be able to draft your first email, which can help you to win web development, software development, or any other IT projects in bulk. You can easily secure your own desired projects now and start gaining momentum in your business. Now, one more interesting thing is that all this example, whatever I'm sharing with you in this video, I've also shared in the link in the description below. So you can simply click the link and download all these templates, and you can easily customize and use it for yourself also. I hope this will give you a confidence that you can do it by yourself also, because my purpose of this video is to share all my knowledge and expertise. I'll be more than happy if you can learn and use these techniques and tips, and if you start gaining momentum in your business. Even if you click your first client, I'll be more than happy. Or if you gain a big client, or if you win a high ticket client, I'll be more than happy. Couple of quick things to remember, guys. Okay, now email writing is a art. Okay, you need to keep couple of points in mind. Okay, do not overwhelm yourself that oh, what I will write to this client, or what I will write to that client. Do not waste time in thinking much. Okay, sometimes you need to simply follow the steps. Now you have the steps here, ready steps which are proven and tested. You don't have to test it again. You need to just simply test for your own business. Okay, so just start implementing. Okay, take these examples, now create your own draft and shoot the email. If you get a success, please write to me anytime. I have mentioned my WhatsApp number also down, and you can also put comments in the section. So I will read your comments and I will make sure that I'll respond to your comments. Now I have a question for you. In your so far journey of project acquisition, writing an email to your customers or target audience, what is your ratio of conversion? Write down in the comment section below. I will read your percentage, and I'm confident that if you use these tips and techniques in your existing email campaigns, you will be be easily able to increase your conversion ratio. So suppose if your ratio is 5%, you can simply get it to 10, 15 and 20 or even more. So keep watching, and if in case if you need any assistance in customizing your emails, feel free to drop a line to me, write an email to me, or you can also write to me on the WhatsApp, and I'll make sure that we discuss further and I'll help you to customize your email and make it look perfect. So guys, that's it in this video. It's very difficult to cover everything in one video, and that's our constraint. I hope that you like my video. If you like my video, please click on the like button down and also hit the bell icon to subscribe my channel, because on this channel we discuss several new and interesting topics on how to win IT projects in bulk. So it can be web development, software development, mobile apps or SEO. All the projects you can win in bulk. Next topics I'll be bringing more on how to create more leads and how to win projects in bulk. Please share this video if you feel that it can help to your colleagues or your friends or any other people in the IT industry. I really want to make a difference for our community, guys. I stayed abroad for more than 6 years and now I want to bring my expertise to my own community, right? I'm also trying to bring these videos in Hindi because मुझे बहुत जन ने बताया कि आप इस सारी चीजों को आप हिंदी में भी बताइए, और मैं दिल से मैं प्रिपेयर्ड हूँ। आपको अगर लगता है कि आप कहीं पे अटक रहे हो, आपको लग रहा है कि आप ईमेल ठीक नहीं लिख पा रहे हो, या फिर आपको रिस्पॉन्सेस नहीं आ रहे, या फिर कोई और मेजर एरियाज है जहां पे आपको थोड़ी सी हिचकिचाहट हो रही है, आप प्लीज मुझे लिखिए, ओके? एंड आई विल मेक श्योर मैं आपको कम से कम टाइम में आप समझा सकूं और आपको हेल्प कर सकूं, ताकि आप आगे चल के आप ये सारी चीजें अपने आप भी इंप्लीमेंट कर पाओ और अपनी कम्युनिटी ज्यादा से ज्यादा प्रोजेक्ट्स, आउटसोर्सिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स जो बोलते हैं हम, राइट, वो ज्यादा से ज्यादा हम लोग गेन करें यहाँ पे, ओके? सो दैट्स इट गाइज। आई होप दैट यू लाइक दिस वीडियो एंड वंस अगेन थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग। मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो में। आई मीन very soon I'm bringing one more topic which is very interesting. Until then, I wish you happy emailing, happy winning and happy rehashing. Goodbye and take care.